Hi everyone, welcome to our study today. The topic says Hope on the Amazon. I will get a story from a country of Brazil. It's October date 4, and the story concerns a pastor whose name is Cassie. The story begins. Some pastors live in parsonage attached to a church. Others buy or rent homes located away from the church where they minister. Pastor Cassie lives on a boat that it is also a church. Cassie's float church is the 13th Sabbath project that helped to purchase this boat that was done in 2016. People like you made it possible for Cassie to minister to unreached people in remote villages along the Amazon River. And now they bought this boat, and through the teen Sabbath offering that was given in 2016, it enabled to buy this boat and for Cassie to minister to the people who didn't know God in the Amazon, along the Amazon River. Today's missionary story is to look at the work of Pastor Cassie and the floating church, which is named Hope of the Amazon. When the boat arrives at the village, Cassie goes door to door to meet people, to gain their trust and to become their friends. The first few days are challenging because Cassie arrives as a stranger and no one knows him. Among his first stops are the home of the village leaders, whose support can play an important role in the success of his stay. He invites them and all the residents to come to boat and see inside the floated church. The first meeting on the boat is a big party. Cassie and his wife organize a special program with Christian music, food, and drawing for prizes. When you draw, you get a prize. The prizes included kitchen dishes, electric fans, and soccer balls. So it depends. At the party, Cassie also shares an inspiring message from the Bible and invites people to return for Bible-based seminars every evening. The first week of meeting covers topics like marriage, child raising, and health. The second week kicks off Bible studies that will last for 25 to 30 minutes that evening. During the day, Cassie and his team offers her lessons on cooking, on guitar playing, and singing. A doctor and a dentist also stops by the village to provide free treatment. When people see that Cassie has come with a sincere heart to improve their lives, they often come to the meeting every evening. And about 150 people can fit in the sanctuary of Floating Church. During the first month at the village, construction work begins on the Seventh-day Adventist Church. Usually, the church is built quickly in 30 to 50 days. Construction workers are hired by the church conference to say the village and to build a church. When the Bible studies finish, Cassie appeals to participants to give their heart to Jesus for the baptism. By the time that Cassie baptizes the first villagers, the new church is usually opened and ready for worship. Then all the worship service and the meetings are translated off the floating church into the new building. At that moment, Cassie works in an earnest to disciple new church members. He encourages them to share with others what Jesus has done for them. He works to strengthen the faith through home visitations and additional Bible studies. New members are also trained to lead the new church and to organize Sabbath schools and church services on Sabbath, and prayer meetings that was also done on Sunday and on Wednesday evening. Cassie and the floating church stays in the village of 5 months. stays in a village for 5 months, then they add over the new church to a permanent pastor who continues the work that Cassie has already started. The floating church used to visit more than 2 villages every year, but then the church leader realized that it needed to spend more time nurturing the people in each village. So after 10 months at 2 village, Cassie and the floating church spent the rest of the year, December to January, in the major river port at Emmanuel's, and there at the boat undergoes an annual repairs. And Cassie works with the church leaders on strategic plan, including choosing villages on the next year where to take, because in every village they take a year. So after that, they plan for the next year where they going to take for vacation. Cassie and his wife have planted 4 churches in 4 settlements in 2 years. A total of 174 people have been baptized. Each person has their own story. Cassie said in an interview on the floating church, but God has been sending her special people, and He is reading in a special way. The floating church is named Hope on the Amazon and is bringing hope to many. Thanks for the 2016 offering that you gave. May God help you as you plan to give another Sabbath offering after the quarter of the year at the end, that it may help to to spread the good news to many about Jesus. God bless you as you prepare to do this.